Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is straight out of Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode number 17 of my Colorado Rockies series here on Out of the Park Baseball 16. And today we're back for the 2021 midseason episode. We are currently 28 and 23, although not the best record in baseball. It is best in our division. We are currently leading the division, the NL West, one which has currently been pretty much a middling bucket of crap so far. All five teams within 4 games of each other. No one more than 28 wins. No one more than 27 losses. That would be the LA Dodgers coming up with that number. But anyway, we are in first place, and I think we're playing relatively well. We got most of our guys up here. One guy we're actually going to call up right now is Thomas Dillard. We're going to waive in DFA. The catcher we got off waivers at the beginning of the year. We're going to call up Thomas Dillard. Was waiting for this episode to do that. And yeah, we can call him up. But yeah, it has been an injury-filled year. Not a lot of guys have played the full 51 games or whatever it's been. You can see, well, obviously Foscolina, but Arenado missed time. He's only played 15 games. Max George has missed some time. And obviously Felix Hernandez has been hurt, so Alec Asher as well got hurt. He only made 4 starts at the beginning of the year and was pitching really well, but unfortunately got hurt there. So, also Kenyon Yovan, one of our top prospects, one of these great finds from our scouting director Bill Schmidt, who we called up, and Arenado got hurt. He got hurt when he was playing, so really just hasn't been a healthy year for us. And our Pythagorean win-loss, I think, is maybe 1 game or 2 games better than it's 1 game better than our regular win-loss. But overall, I feel like we can play a lot better in the second half. We're first in runs scored, 8th in runs against. We'll get Felix back soon. I think when we get healthy. You know, we've got some of the young guys coming up already. Aikens pitched well. Austin Smith has been kind of a disaster. He might get bumped from the rotation eventually. We'll see what happens, especially when King Felix gets back. He might be the odd man out. And Alec Asher, for that matter, as well. We haven't yet called up William Wallace. Actually, we did call up William Wallace. He came up when that other third baseman got hurt, so we had to play Wallace. And I think we ended up playing Max George at third, maybe. So Wallace has gotten a taste of the majors. No call-up for Hunter Parsons yet. He's having a really good year in Albuquerque, though, so he could get a shot here in the second half. No call-up for Dalton Griffin yet. Or Yadi, or actually, I guess Yadi or Alvarez has played a little bit. He got sent down after not pitching very well in 3 appearances. So, anyway, that's the scoop right there. Let's get into this first-year player draft, though. We're picking number 34 in the first round, and I think we do have a complimentary or a supplemental pick. Let's look at all players here. Oh yeah, alright, so there are some half-decent players. We might be able to get someone in this draft. Jeff Jordan. I see Kel Carr there again. This guy we drafted last year did not sign with us. Boy, none of these guys really look to be too good. Oh, this guy, Phil Cameron. Alright, Phil Cameron's not too bad. But wow, pretty much no one else. Joe Hicks isn't too bad either. Alright, I mean, Joe Cameron. Where is Joe Cameron is the question. Or are these OSA ratings? Alright, actually, we could look at the OSA ratings. See if there are any good 5-star pitchers available. Matt Cain. Matt Cain might not be a bad idea either. Since he has some. He at least was projected to be half decent by the OSA ratings. Johnny Myers. Any of these guys, any decent? No, alright, so let's go continue draft. So we've identified a couple guys. Phil Cameron could be one. And who's the other guy? I think I might pick this guy first, Matt Cain. Alright, so left-handed hitting outfielder from UAB. We'll draft and meet the demand on him. Then we got a supplemental round pick. Yep, number 9. Let's go back to the scouting director ratings. Alright, and we can still get Phil Cameron. Nice. So high school outfielder from New Jersey. Next pick. Alright, still got some good guys available. Still Danny Van Horn is available. Not really too enticing. Might pick him up though. Second round pick. Why not? He's got a big slot demand. Actually, no, we don't really have the room to sign him. So, maybe not. Ooh, Jim Banks, though. Jim Banks was a beast in a different series, I'm pretty sure. If that's the same Jim Banks, then I had Jim Banks in a different OOTP save one time, and he turned out to be pretty darn good. Alright, so let's go back to the OOTP or the scout ratings. We'll probably just let our scout draft whoever he wants the rest of the way. I mean, our scout has done a great job at finding a ton of different really good players. I don't know why he wants this guy, Randy Lowe. I would much rather take Jeff Jordan. And we'll try and get Kel Carr as well. Nice. Alright, so let's complete the rest of the draft with our scouting director doing the drafting for us, because whenever you can let the game, whenever you can let the computer play the game for you, it is always a good move. But alright, so we'll make our offers to all these guys. Oh yes, sign all of you. Perfect. Alright, and these impossible guys, they're all 25th round or later. Alright, the first and the last guy aren't demanding anything, so we'll give them what they want. Alright, cool. And yeah, so I'd say right now we got Dillard up. I don't know if we really want to play Dillard against lefties too much. I mean, you know, Poppy's been pretty good against righties and lefties. He's been one of our best players. I don't really think we should be spotting him at all. Yeah, even against lefties. I mean, he hasn't been quite as good, but still pretty effective. I mean, maybe against left-handed pitching, you can play every other game. Dillard. But, you know, the thing with that is Casey Gillespie's actually also played pretty well. So even having him play first base wouldn't be a bad idea. A little bit against lefties. But we'll give Dillard a shot. We definitely want to give Dillard a chance to play. And Plawecki's been really good for us this year, so I don't know if Dillard's going to play too much over him. As you can see, he's hitting 330. 832 OPS, on pace for 6 wins above replacement. So he's been really effective, and don't really think I need to play Dillard over him too much. Maybe we can do like every 4th game or something. But yeah, alright, so that's pretty much going to do it. We will probably cut out now until around July 1st. Alright, and we are back Friday, July 2nd, 2021, the first day where international amateur free agents are available to sign. Take a look at the standings update here. So still playing just above 550 baseball, and we got a 3-game lead over the Padres in the division, 2 in the loss column, 6.5 over the Dodgers. So the Dodgers have definitely come back to or I don't even know, because they still seem like they're a pretty good team, but I mean, their offense is still stacked. It just looks like they have not clicked yet this year, which is interesting. Yeah, 7th in runs scored. That's definitely low for them. But alright, so let's sign some international free agents. It doesn't look like this class is too strong, and we actually spent over the limit last year, so we can't go over this year. So this will be a very brief signing period for us then. That doesn't even make any sense, but whatever. We will sign all these guys, though, who are not quite demanding $250,000 or anything above it, because these guys are worth taking a flyer on. But alright, so yeah, I would have to check and see how we've done the last month, but you know, in terms of like hitting, pitching, and all that. But we did get Felix Hernandez back, so he replaced Austin Smith in the rotation. We sent Smith back down. I believe we sent him back down. He might be in the bullpen, but I'm pretty sure we sent him down. So yeah, things really have not gone well for him yet. We'll see how he does in AAA this year. Probably call him back up at some point because we've already burned the year of service. So I'm not really worried about that aspect of it. If he can provide some sort of value out of the bullpen, then I think we should totally try and get that value out of him. But yeah, our bullpen's actually pitching pretty well this year, so there isn't a whole lot of room for him necessarily. Although one of the guys who isn't pitching well is Craig Kimbrell. So if we wanted to, we could make a move. Oh wow, we actually ran out of money. Alright, so we could move Kimbrell out of the bullpen. So like I'll show you. Kimbrell's not pitching well. We demoted him from closer to middle reliever. We put Zach Birdie as the closer, actually, because I really like Birdie's stats. I think he could be a dynamic reliever for us. I know we acquired him thinking he might be a starter, but his stuff definitely plays up in a bullpen role, especially if he's never really going to develop that changeup. But yeah, Felix has made 2 starts so far. He's not been great in either of them. Definitely want to see more out of him. But Aiken's been good, Darvish has been good, Gray's been good, and Fernandez has been excellent. So All right, we got that done with, so let's keep going here. We got some guys on waivers. I already checked this out. I thought about, Brock Anderson. Anytime I see a 23-year-old on waivers, you're always sort of curious. And then Jackie Bradley usually is pretty good in this game, but not this time around. It looks like Justin Williams is on waivers. Don't care about that. We've got a 3-game set in San Diego here. Split the first 2. Got all these guys to sign. Nicely done. And let's go back to the waiver wire. Can we take 2 of 3? At home. Nice. All right, draft pick signing deadline. Pretty sure we got all our guys signed. Nice. Take the first from Washington. Yeah, all right, perfect. Keep going here. Can we take 2 or 3 from Washington? Ooh, we took the first 2. Ooh, David Dahl gets hurt, though. Out for 2 weeks. All right, Dahl's having a really good year. He's been one of our best players so far, so we don't want to lose him for too long. We'll DL him, though. We can probably just play Daz Cameron in center field full time. Unless we want to call up... Well, what about Dalton Griffin? I mean, he's having a relatively good year. Could call him up. Looks like he's pretty close. Real fan favorite. Left-handed bats. Benettendi's played well. Johnson hasn't been great. Alright. Well, I think this would be a good opportunity to call up Dalton Griffin. Gives us another left-handed bat, especially if Ryan Johnson continues to struggle. So we'll call up Griffin. Yeah, he can't really play center field, but that's alright. So we've got Daz. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. We gotta move... How's Dillard playing, by the way? Dillard's playing for the injured... Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Mike Poppy got hurt. He's out for... he was out for 5 weeks. Now he's out for only 3 to 4 weeks, as obviously time has gone by. But, yeah, Poppy got hurt, so we got Dillard playing full-time at first base. He's actually playing relatively well, which is nice. So we can bump him up. Foscalina's really not hitting the ball. I guess we can do a lineup like that. Then, yeah, Benettendi, Cameron... gotta put Rayner here, and then Griffin is the backup. Alright, and yeah, against righties. So maybe against righties we should play Griffin and Benettendi. We can play Benettendi in center. Yeah, I think we'll do that actually. Daz. So against lefties, lineup will be like this, and we'll hit Benettendi low in the lineup because we don't want to expose him too much against lefties. All right, and then against righties, yeah, we can do something like that. All right, cool. So I already took the first 2 from Washington. That's good. Can we take the third one? Yes, we can. We sweep them, and we get Alec Asher back. All right, so the question is what to do with Asher. We've already sent Austin Smith down. Severino's not really pitching too well. We could look to trade him. He had a lot of trade value at the beginning of the year. I'm not so sure if some of that value is still going to be there or if it's going to have dipped since then, but I guess we'll find out. I figured I'd hold on to him just because when you have a chip like that, you don't want to cash it in too early. It could be useful if we suffered an injury and needed like another catcher or something. At the deadline, we could have used Severino to get one, but... At this point, I think we're probably just better off trying to trade him now. Yeah, so this is a guy I looked at for a while, Kyle Cervantes. He was another left-handed bat. I could have gotten over Ryan Johnson. And, man, I don't know why they want to give him away because he's had 3 straight really good years. So, like, I might just pick up this guy because I don't know why they're not valuing him higher. He's been really good. I'm not supposed to want Cam Shepard or any of these crap Cardinal players. Joe Rizzo's actually not too bad. He was one of their top prospects pretty recently. But I say we go with Kyle Cervantes. I mean, they're giving away this guy. I don't know why. But whatever, he's a good guy. Left-handed bat. Can play the corners. I say do it. All right. And we still have Ryan Johnson. For now, we could send Griffin back down. But Johnson, I mean, we don't need to keep this guy around more longer than we have to. If we can get him out of here, I wouldn't be too opposed. Because he's probably, I mean, Johnson I brought in here probably is like a 1-year stopgap anyway until Griffin came up, so. Now we can just replace him with Cervantes. Because Cervantes is clearly better. I don't know why they were so eager to give him up. But whatever, we'll take him. All right, so Ryan Johnson is not getting any offers, just the Giants, and I suppose I don't really want him that badly. Although if you get Logan Webb for him, I might have to, because this guy is the next stud reliever. I'll tell you that much. Just been scouting him. Oh yeah, they're not giving him up. All right, any other relievers maybe? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Tyler Wagner. We could get Addison Reed back. Can we even afford him? We can't. Yeah, it makes $11 million. Yikes. All right. Okay, so we'll hold on to Johnson for now. Then we'll just send Griffin back down. He's only been here for 2 days, and he was 0 for 3 in his first 3 MLB. Oh no, he's 1 for 3. Nice. All right, so let's add Servance, and we can add Alec Asher back. Players DFA. There we go. Alright, so Servance can play left fields here. And he will back up on these days. Perfect. Alright, and pitching. So probably should put Asher back in the rotation, but like Yu Darvish has been really good. I don't really know if I want to replace him. I guess his FIP isn't that good. Maybe we can... I don't know, this is tough. Maybe we'll just put him back in the bullpen. But I feel like we should give him a start. I mean, let's give him 1 start. Whoops. Let's just give him 1 start. See how he does. Oh, he was pretty good. All right, back to Fernandez. He went 6 innings, 2 runs, only 2 strikeouts. All right, now we'll put him back in the bullpen for now, because we really don't need him. But if Felix continues to struggle or Darvish falls apart, then we'll certainly have a quick trigger on that. Our bench coach's contract is up for whatever. I don't know the saying, but yeah, we'll extend this guy. Why not? Well, I don't know. We probably could do better than him, quite frankly. So we'll just let him go. It doesn't seem like he's going to be a big loss. All right, I think we've got 3 against Miami, then the All-Star break. Let's see, all right, we took 2 or 3 from Philly, good. Can we take 2 or 3 from Miami? And nope. All right, we got 3 against Atlanta. Let's not lose back-to-back series against the Marlins and the Braves. That would be nice. All right, took the first 2. All right, so we win 2 of 3 heading into the All-Star break. Let's see who our All-Stars were. Jose Fernandez makes it, so he's having a really good year. He's finally healthy. He's finally pitching well. On pace to make 31 starts. He made a relief appearance, apparently. Oh, apparently he pitched that. Was that his relief appearance? I don't even know. Like, what? Did he start this game? I honestly don't even know. All right, whatever. Pitching really well. Sonny Gray makes the All-Star game, so that's good. I'm glad we didn't trade him. He's having a good year. That is good. Hopefully his value will keep going up. Tommy Conley makes it. Whoa, I don't know how. His FIP must be really good. Like, he hasn't allowed a home run. It's 2.38. Nice. All right. Not quite sure how he's an all-star, but whatever. Tom J. Murphy makes the all-star team. All right, so there you go. Guy we traded for Felix. Luckily, Kevin Plawecki is also playing really well, but... oh, okay, Plawecki also made the all-star team. Julio Urias made the all-star team, so that's good. Even though he didn't really pan out as the starter we wanted him to be, he's become a very effective reliever. Yeah, there's Kevin Plawecki and David Dahl, despite being injured. And all right, those are our all-stars. And let's see how my boy Jonathan Geddes is doing. Oh, back from injury, looking healthy, 3-0. Oh yes. Oh yeah, 1.89 ERA, beast. All right. Ooh, I just saw Ryu's out for 10 months. That sucks. All right, is Isaiah Soto? Yes, it is. How's Isaiah Soto doing? Not that great. Not that great. All right, so let's see who wins the All-Star game. This actually is kind of relevant to us this year because we might be World Series contenders. Oh yeah, there's the Ryu news. That's too bad. He was having a good year in New York. All right, so National League wins 5-3. Alex Bregman, player of the game, despite the loss. It looks like, and this is a guy that is really playing well for Texas, and we took 1 pick ahead of Aikens. So Aikens got to work out because Bregman looks like a stud infielder. So it's kind of too bad. All right, let's. What should we do? What should we do? Let's realign our pitching after that game. After that All-Star game. David Dahl's healthy. All right, so now we got to make a decision on. Let's see, Harris playing well. Cameron's playing well. So Benintendi, Johnson. We could have optioned Johnson. I bet he has options left. We might end up doing that. I think we will. All right, so we option Johnson. Let's go to the DL. Get David Dahl back up. We get Mike Poppy back in 6 days. That's good. Dahl there. Yeah, then against righty, Cervantes can play right field. That works perfect. And let's move the lineup back around a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's good. Against lefties, Cervantes on the bench for Brian Harris. And Daz Cameron in the starting lineup in left field, not center. What are we doing here? We want Benintendi here. And do we want... Yeah, we want Benintendi covering center just in case. And we will put David Dahl back in. And then third, hit Arenado fourth. Could probably hit Dillard because we lose out on who? Cervantes. Put Harrison for him. We could probably put Harris up here too then. Then Dillard, George, Foscolina. Works for me. This guy's got to start playing well. He's not right now. He's not doing it, that's for sure. All right, let's keep going then. Go up to the trade deadline here. And see what kind of moves we got to make. We got 3 against San Francisco. We always play well against San Francisco. Although, okay, split the first 2. All right, we actually lost 2 or 3 to them. And we lose David Dahl. Bruises his kneecap. Oh, my God. Against the Dodgers, this cursed team. All right, so Dalton Griffin or Ryan Johnson is the question. I'm going Dalton Griffin. Let's go with the hot hand. See what he can do for us. So everyday center fielder, it's got to be Daz Cameron. Simply because of his defense. And we got Cervantes, Benintendi. And I guess we'll just relegate Griffin to pretty much a bench role. We'll play him every 3rd game, though, for Benintendi. And then against lefties, oh yeah, this lineup's going to be all screwed up. We don't really want Cervantes hitting 3rd, do we? Well, I don't know, we might actually. He's pretty good. Move Cameron down at least. Yeah, we'll do that. And then against lefties, we'll have Cameron in center still. Yeah, I guess we'll have Griffin play every 2nd game against lefties for Benintendi. And we'll have, who should hit 3rd here? Harris, I guess. I guess we'll just have that platoon hit 3rd for us. Dillard, George. All right. Okay, so we'll go with that for now. Definitely going to need David Dahl back. We could get some center field insurance. Like, we could use a right-handed outfield bat, maybe. Mike Poppy's back, though. That'll help. We can DFA Rainier. And call up Mike Poppy. So Dillard played pretty well. Not great, though. So I wouldn't say he's earned any, like, regular playing time quite yet. Play Poppy. Yeah, hit him. We'll hit him 3rd. Poppy right there. Hit him 3rd. Perfect. Okay. We already lost the first 2. So we lost like 4 games in a row, I think. Or 4 or 5. We get swept by the Dodgers. Holy smokes. Alright, now we got 1 game against Oakland before the deadline. Alright, we win that. So let's take a look at the standings here. 552 win percentage. 1 game up on the Dodgers now, so they're getting hot. They're starting to put it together. But alright, so let's see. Let's take a look at the team home screen here, figure out what we need to do. So we're 2nd in runs scored, 7th in runs against. Alright. I would say offense, we probably don't need to add a bat. I think we got plenty of infielders and outfielders to add to the mix and throw guys in there and, hope that they can perform in small samples, in the playoffs, assuming we make the playoffs. Foscolina, this is getting concerning. We're going to start playing Marte every 2nd game for him. But other than that, Arenado's playing well. Max George, not really playing too well. Could definitely give Marte some starts over him as well. maybe every third game. Start getting Marte in there more. Benintendi playing well, though. I mean, all of our outfielders are playing well. So, nothing to be too concerned about there. Guys we could call up. We could call up William Wallace or Milton Ramos if things go hair. I mean, I don't really know what to add because we have so much of everything. Like, if we add a pitcher, I mean, all right, Darvish is starting to fall off, but Hernandez is getting better. So that's good. And we still have Asher for Darvish. And then Conley we're going to keep. Kimbrel. I mean, I feel like we might as well keep Kimbrel. The only question is, do we want Kimbrel on this team over Austin Smith? Like, I don't really think this is a team that needs a whole lot of moves to be made. I think we have what we need. Parsons, we could call up and give a shot to. I don't know, man. I mean, we're definitely leaving. I mean, we definitely have, Gray, Fernandez, and Aiken in the rotation. After that, we've got Asher, Darvish, Austin Smith, and Hunter Parsons. So I don't really think we need to add a starting arm. I think we should call up Parsons, though, because I think we're sort of all in on this year. And so, if we want to, I mean, we're not really saving. Like, I don't really want to just save him for next year just to save him for next year. Like, I think we should be all in and go for it this year. So we might call him up. Maybe. I mean, how's Austin Smith doing in AAA? Maybe we just might not need to call him up, though, because we still have Smith. He's not pitching very well in AAA. Ground ball pitcher. I mean, we're not going to move him. At least not now. Urias, I think I just want to keep as a reliever at this point. We got too many better starters, and he's really good as a reliever. He's proven that. Lindgren's been good this year. Asher, Conley. Okay, so the thing we could do is DFA Gillespie, but no, he's played way too well. Plus, we need that. I mean, I want that extra guy on the bench eventually for the postseason, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, we still have Makey Perez, too, who's pitching, he's pitching all right in AAA. So that's a good question. So I don't know what we're going to do at the deadline. I'll probably have to sit here and figure it out for a bit. Alright, so we are back, and I have determined what move I'm going to make here at the deadline. I'm going to make one pretty big trade, and I sort of determined, I just went through the roster, went through the starting lineup, went through the pitching staff, thought, what is, even just one spot I could upgrade? And I sort of determined with the rotation, we have a lot of guys that could come up, I think, with Parsons, with Austin Smith still, even though he struggled in the first half. Alec Asher has only made a couple starts this year. I think, we still have a lot of guys to try and plug in here, and that adding another one to the mix really is just going to clutter things up. I don't know if we're really going to be able to find a better option than throwing in Alec Asher or Hunter Parsons here at the end of the year. So I don't think the rotation or even the bullpen is really a spot to upgrade, although actually, we could use another really, really good reliever. I think that's something any team could always use at the deadline, just to add another guy to that mix. So I won't rule out anything on that, but I look at the lineup and I sort of see one hole that I think could use some immediate improvement and some long-term improvement, and I think the type of deal that I want to do here is one that helps both those facets. And so it's going to be at shortstop. Now, at shortstop, we had Max George and Willie Adams. We traded Willie Adams. I don't remember if that was. Oh no, we traded Willie Adams for Kevin Plawecki. And then I would have used. Ideally, I remember I would have used Adams in the Felix Hernandez deal, but they wanted Tom J. Murphy and not Adams, so I ended up flipping Adams, who's having a pretty good year in LA. But he's sort of doing his typical not really play defense, and he's actually not even hitting that well, to be honest. So I think this next deal would sure up that shortstop spot for the now and the long term. We don't really have anything up in the pipeline coming. So we still have William Wallace. Is he on the DL still? Oh no, he is. Can activate him back down to AAA or whatever. Looks like he just got off the DL. But yeah, so William Wallace doesn't really look like a starter to me long term. He looks like probably a backup with his defense, someone who can play center field, but more likely than anything else, probably a trade chip at some point, maybe this offseason. I just don't really see him ever cracking our team. But I don't know. I mean, he is a good defensive player, so we'll see. But I don't really think he's the long-term answer at shortstop. And other than that, we don't really have anything in terms of prospects for the middle infield, assuming we play Foscalina at second base. So Max George, is a pretty good player, but he's certainly one that I think we could upgrade on. He's kind of been he kind of is what he is at this point. I feel like he's never had a 2-win season. Granted, he's been playing part-time for pretty much his entire career, but he's never really played that well. He was looking all right last year, but this year, really struggling. And I think this is the type of deal that would really benefit us. Upgrading at that shortstop spot for the now and the long term. It's going to be with the Cleveland Indians, and it's going to be for Francisco Lindor. So Lindor is 27 years old. He's got 3 more years left on a really, really nice contract. $13.7 million for this guy. I definitely think that's a good deal. Really good defensive shortstop. Could play probably any of the 3 infield spots if we wanted them to. But, you know what I mean, 3 of the... Not first base. I mean, I'm sure he could play first base, but why would I do that when I can put him at shortstop? So, anyway, he's having a relatively good year with Cleveland. Not OPSing a ton. This is kind of what he is, though. I mean, as what he's been in Cleveland is a good defensive player. He's never OPSed over 800 at the major league level. He's topped out around 750, really, and he's been a 5-win player in the past. But this is a rebuilding Cleveland team that I totally could see making a move like this. And so we're going to give them Max George in the deal, who is currently cheaper. And is going to be, I guess they're under control technically for the same amount of time, 3 more years after this one. But George is going to be cheaper during that time frame, so they'll definitely like that. We're also going to give up Patrick Mahomes, one of our pitching prospects. He's 25 now. I sort of don't have use for him, but I could see why another team might. He still does have 4-star potential according to the OSA ratings. Mike Makey Perez. So I could have given up a couple different guys in this spot. Like Yadier Alvarez, Makey Perez, could have given up William Wallace in that spot. But I decided to go with Makey Perez because he's another one of our pitchers that I don't really see ever carving out a role for himself with us. But he's having a good year in AAA, could definitely help out the Indians in the long term. He's only 24 years old. So, and they also wanted their backup catcher, Kevin Rayer. I don't really know why, but they asked for him in the deal, so why not? All right, and we get Francisco Lindor. So like I said, affordable contract. It's a rebuilding team, so it kind of is a move that would make sense for them. They get cheaper, a little bit younger. We definitely get an upgrade at shortstop. And I actually look at Francisco Lindor's offensive ratings or whatever, and I kind of compare them to Kevin Plawecki's. I think they're pretty similar, and Plawecki's had a fantastic year for us. So I mean, not a lot of home run power, but everything else is in the green. A high contact rating. Kind of like Plawecki, so I guess Plawecki avoids strikeouts a little bit better, but not by much. So I definitely think this is a deal worth doing. So, all right, I thought he might have been durable, but no, he's just normal injury history or whatever. But all right, so we're gonna pull off this trade, and that is, hopefully like the final move to or the final piece to the puzzle, hopefully, in making this team a championship contender. But I really like adding Lindor. I like his skill set, bringing his skill set to Colorado. So he's going to come in, switch hitter. He will hit... The question is where he's going to hit in our lineup. For now, we could probably leave him down 7th, but I might eventually move him up to 2nd and move Plawecki to 4th, and then Arenado to 6th. That would kind of, I guess, deepen our lineup a little bit. So I like the idea of doing that maybe if Lindor starts hitting well here in the second half. But all right, for now, we will keep it at that. And that is going to be it. So I guess we could also look for another reliever. I mean, I really wouldn't mind adding one to the mix. We still have Kimbrel, Urias. I mean, I don't know. We would have to send down someone. I don't really know who that might be. Unless we move to Darvish or Hernandez. I could have moved Darvish in that deal too instead of Patrick Mahomes. Or not Patrick Mahomes. Instead of Makey Perez. But I decided to hold on to Darvish because I thought he's probably got more value to this year's team than Perez does. I don't know though. I mean, we could try and move Darvish for or could move Darvish and then try and get a reliever. But I don't know. I don't think it will be. I don't think it's really something worth doing. I have pretty good faith in our bullpen as it is. So. All right, I think that's going to be our only move. We pick up Francisco Lindor to add to the mix, and hopefully the rest of the team does its job. We'll call up Hunter Parsons as well. Yes, that's the thing. All right, so maybe we should move Darvish because I'm going to call up Hunter Parsons, I do believe. I want to give him a shot. Now, if Parsons was in the same spot last year, I would have just held him out because that's kind of what I did with Aiken and Austin Smith and a bunch of guys last year. But this year, like, I'm really all in. Like, we're going for the World Series this year. That's why we're making the Francisco Lindor trade, and that's why we are going to try and get Hunter Parsons up here, because I think he could be a good addition to the team. And, man, no one wants Darvish. We could just DFA Darvish, see if he gets claimed. He probably will, because I really don't think we have a need for him at this point. So, all right, waiving DFA, and we'll call up Hunter Parsons, who's having a really good year in AAA. Oh, whoops. Hunter Parsons. Call him up. Boom. All right. And Parsons, 85%. All right. So, yeah, he's got a 2.92 ERA in AAA this year. Ground ball pitcher. I think he's perfect in Colorado. And so he will be making his MLB debut in a couple of days. Looks like he'll be facing off against Pittsburgh. So that should be pretty good. But all right, so that is going to do it. Bring up Parsons. And yeah, I think this rotation is looking all set, and I think our bullpen's going to look good too. Hopefully someone claims Darvish, although it's not really a big financial hit if we have to just release him. But all right, so that is going to do it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy the next episode. We'll see if I decide to do one of those September episodes. I'd say likely not, but if this division race stays close, then maybe. But if not, then hopefully we'll see a playoff video. If not, then it'll be the off season. So you got 3 options for the next one. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but pretty excited for that. So anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy, and that's going to do it. So trying to do my regular outro. I can't even do it anymore. But all right, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I'm out.